actually making this? Or
Yeah, we're on. Good evening. You're cut off.
Hello.
Hi, guys. This is our wild Friday night. Wine and gluten-free pizza. And us rambling. So, we found this mix. Where did I get this? Sobeys or
Sobeys.
Co-op?
Co-op. I don't know.
Either or probably has it. So we're making gluten-free pizza crust. I wanted to try it. I've tried a few different pizza crusts. Sometimes once they're free of something, dairy, gluten, whatever, they're not very good. So we're gonna see how this is. I'll tell you the ingredients if you really want to know. Whole grain brown rice flour, potato starch, whole grain millet flour, whole grain sorghum flour, tapioca flour, potato flour, cane sugar, xanthan gum, sea salt, guar gum, yeast. Oh, it comes with a yeast packet. So you don't even need to get that. So we're gonna mix this up and try it. Probably not cook it in front of you because it has to rise and everything, but we'll prep it up and then I'll tell you how it ends up. So all you need is your water, yeast. We need 2 eggs, olive oil, and that's it. We need to preheat the oven to 425. So how's everyone's Friday night? It's very dark in here. If you're just at home like us, this is your excitement. So has anyone else tried this? Bob's Red Mill gluten-free pizza crust. Do you have anything exciting happen to work at work today?
No.
Nobody pooped their pants?
Almost.
What? It's like that's funny. You know what I was thinking we should talk about is we never did like a New Orleans review video, like our friggin' trip and how awesome it was.
Yeah.
We should talk about that. Okay. Did you preheat the oven?
It's preheating.
Okay. Oil, 2 12-inch pans or 1 16-inch. We can use the pizza stone, I guess.
Sure.
In a large bowl. Now we need a large bowl. So John just put Lennon to bed. I've just been
Drinking wine.
eating cheese and drinking wine. Yes. Excellent. There was that big bowl up there. But yeah, what was I gonna say? What was your favorite part of New Orleans?
Food.
Food. Food was incredible.
Lots of food.
Your head does not fit in here, but then you can't see what I'm doing.
It's okay.
I could flip
I can
it, I
lean
guess,
down.
but then... Okay, the food. If you want a cheat week, cheat days, whatever, food down there is freaking amazing. What did we all eat? Gator. We had the gator omelets. Gator omelets are fantastic at Daisy Duke's. Daisy Duke's.
Yeah.
We went to that breakfast place.
It's shrimp and grits there too.
Shrimp
It's
and
really
grits. And then you can get mimosas like first thing in the morning, or it's like unlimited mimosas and unlimited
good. Bloody Marys.
Bloody Marys, $12. So yeah. Okay, what am I doing? Combine in a large bowl. Combine water and yeast. Oh, gotta let that stand for 5 minutes. We need 1.5 cups of warm water. So the food. What else did we eat? You had gator burger, and I had a gator bratwurst. That wasn't as good.
Burger's pretty good.
But gator is pretty good. And the gator hunting season, which we learned about on the swamp tour. You like the swamp tour?
Yeah.
That was so fun. If you're kind of a prude,
1.5 cups?
yeah, 1.5 cups of warm water. If you're kind of a prude, then you won't like the swamp tour because you gotta have sort of a sense of humor and like have fun. It is sort of a bunch of like southern hillbillies ripping around on, what are those called?
Airboats.
Airboats. So fun. They're like doing donuts and they spray everyone with water and then they just like try and spot gators to grab for tourists. Like
It was awesome.
it was awesome. And they tell you to go to the restaurant. They drop you off there on the shuttles. They shuttle you there, and then they drop you off right beside this little bar. And they tell you to go to this bar, we're like kind of like whatever, but then they're like, you can bring beer on the boat, and they sell you buckets of beer in ice, like 6-packs of beer. So you gotta do it. You go and get a 6-pack in ice. We had Coronas, and you could just take them on the boat, and then you just like chill while they rip around the swamp on this airboat looking for gators to grab. So yeah, you have to do that. I mean, if you're not into that at all, then I guess don't do that, but whatever.
We found like a little 3-foot meter.
Yeah, not even, I guess, that one that we grabbed. Okay, we're combining our water and yeast and letting it stand. Need a spoon. I just made a mess everywhere and we haven't even started.
Big spoon.
So what else did we do that's there? We rode the, there's like a streetcar trolley thing that you can ride through the city. And I really don't know, like I have no idea what New Orleans looked like before. So, because everyone's like, does it look alright? Like, some areas you can tell are regrowing and stuff. But there was like really old buildings, like really old, what do you call them? You know when we went to the Garden District and there are mansions?
Oh, yeah,
like
mansions.
It was like 5 of our houses in one.
Super nice.
And they were beautiful, and they had those ancient oaks. Like if you guys saw my Instagram, I took pictures of those trees, like those in their yards and shit, and it was like so nice. So we just like rode the streetcar for like an hour just through these neighborhoods and through the city, and like you can see all that stuff. And the streetcar is $1.25, right? A ride. But you can buy a day pass for $3. So $3 and you can ride that thing around all over all day. So that was pretty cool.
For 24 hours.
Yeah, for 24 hours. So I mean, if you bought it at noon the one day, you could ride it till noon the next day. So we're supposed to let that sit for 5 minutes. I'm playing with it. I don't have a timer. So what else did we do there that was, yeah, like I have to listen to us talk for 5 minutes. Sorry guys.
Good Lord.
After that, or while the yeast dissolves, stir in eggs and oil. At the same time it's dissolving. Do you guys know? Hi guys. Hi Lacey. How are you? Add pizza crust mix and stir. I don't know. We're gonna see. Hopefully this works. I'm a baker, but we do it all in a mixing machine all at once. I don't wait for yeast and stuff, so I don't know. Okay, what else did we do there that we loved? So we stayed only a block from the French Quarter.
Bourbon Street is pretty crazy.
Bourbon Street is insane, but they were working on it when we were there. They like had it
Yeah.
all ripped up, but it was still insane. Like just the French Quarter was insane.
Yeah.
Like we put on 25,000 plus steps a day, just hiking around. It was so good. It was hot though. You will sweat balls. Like bring deodorant with you. I carried like a backpack usually. Did I have a backpack every day? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I pretty much did because I wanted my water, because you don't want to have to go pay for water at places. So I had my water and just like deodorant, wallet, all that stuff. And we just hiked around the French Quarter. Is so cool. So many shops and bars. There's like beer and delicious food everywhere. Don't buy the $8 beers. There's $3 beers down there. So don't like, if you're like, oh my god, I'm thirsty, we're just stop at this place and their beers are like $8 or $5 or more, don't buy them. Because we saw them for $3 or $4 at a lot of places. So go to the places with those. A lot of places too, you're gonna have to pee, that's the shitty thing. It's a vicious cycle. So you're gonna get a beer, then you're gonna walk around because you can walk around with your beer, then you're gonna have to pee, but in order to pee at a place, you have to buy something from them, like another beer. So be prepared for that because you'll just keep drinking beer and keep peeing. But the hurricane drinks were like ridiculous. They were like
$10.
$10 for a slushie. So delicious though, and really strong. Like you're pretty good for a while after that one, but they're expensive.
Good.
But they're good. What else did we do that was kick-ass? We got to see Mardi Gras World, which was pretty cool. We saw like all the floats. It's like a big, massive storage place with all the floats from Mardi Gras, and we got to walk through there for the beach body party. That was the only beach body thing I went to. Was the party.
It was fun.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
The
Drinks
voodoo.
there were ridiculous. Thanks, Beachbody.
Did the voodoo tour.
Voodoo tour.
With,
That's another thing we did. Are you timing this east?
We're at about like 3 minutes.
Okay. Can we start adding things?
Sure.
Okay, maybe. I think so. Yeah. It says while it dissolves, add eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
Or it says, Combine water and yeast. Let stand 5 minutes while the yeast dissolves. Oh, let's stand 5 minutes. We'll just wait. Okay, so then, what else did we do? Voodoo tour. So the voodoo tour was really cool. We learned like that voodoo isn't this magical shit that we all think it is in America. Johnny can barely see it here. Can't see our stuff. So our yeast is just dissolving. I'll put up a picture after of our pizza. It's gonna have shrimp and everything on it. Voodoo tour, super cool. It was by this like what?
Ruby?
Roby.
Roby?
So like black dreaded, fabulous man. He was amazing. He was so good. Such a good tour. If you do, it's free tours by foot. Freaking awesome. So you don't have to pay anything. You can pay whatever you want. You get to choose at the end of the tour. If you don't want to pay the tour guide, you don't have to. You just went on a free tour. If you loved it, then you pay him whatever. So you just book it online, free tours by foot, and then you can pick whatever tours you want. There's like food tours and voodoo tours and like haunted tours and cemetery tours and all this stuff. So we did a voodoo tour, and then it was with Roby, R-O-B-I, and he was awesome. He's, I guess, this like voodoo priest. They're called priests when they go through all their vows and rituals and stuff, because like voodoo is a religion. Voodoo is not magic stuff. They don't have voodoo dolls. They don't like do all these weird things that we think they do. It's actually just our religion. So we got to learn all about it and sort of a lot of black culture history from New Orleans. It was so good. You liked it, hey? It was only, was it 2 hours? Not quite. But you walk around, you kind of stand around, walk around. He like involves you in it a little bit, but nothing like, you know, it's nothing awkward or embarrassing where they're like, dance around now. It wasn't like that. It was like...
He tried to embarrass me or whatever.
Yeah, kind of. He picked on John a little bit. Tried to make him play the little drum and then just like embarrassed him for sucking. But no, it was good otherwise, and like lots of history. So that was super cool. A plantation tour, that's what I wish we could have done, but we didn't have the time.
Definitely at 5 minutes.
We're at 5 minutes. Okay, we've been blah blind. So now we got to stir in eggs and oil. You need 2 large eggs. Oh, yeah, you can put those in then. And so if you're vegan and want to do this, instead of the eggs, you can combine 2 tablespoons of flaxseed meal and 6 tablespoons of water, and then let stand for a minute and add it to the recipe instead of eggs. So that's handy. Yeah, that's on there. But ours isn't vegan. It's going to have sugar on it, and it has eggs in it. So our eggs go in. And then what did I just say? Oil. Oh.
I don't think we even have oil.
What? We do have oil. I bought oil. 2 tablespoons olive oil. Or your mother does, and we're gonna steal it. It's right there in front of you. Right there. Yep. We got oil. Thanks. Okay. 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, so Voodoo Tour was awesome. Then what else did we do?
I don't know. Just ate food, walked around.
We ate a lot of food. We did something else. Like toury. I thought. We walked around the French Quarter a ton. Oh, we went to like those city parks. If you want to see the big old beautiful trees with all the like moss hanging from them and like walk in them and sort of climb on them and stuff.
Those big oaks.
This needs to be mixed, completely combined. Oh, and add pizza crust mix. So there's City Park, which has a little restaurant there. Yeah, sure. And that's where we had crawfish étouffée, which was kind of like a crawfish stew with rice in it, I think.
It's
right?
delicious.
It was so good though. Like everyone's like, and I'm usually not one for stews. I'm like, those are so boring. But it was really good, hey? And then there's like beautiful walkways. This is really getting hard to do. So we mixed everything and we're trying to get it in here.
Oh, I'm supposed to.
Oh yeah, use your muscles. There was like beautiful walkways and all these trees and like the little pond, river thing running through there. I just assumed there was gators everywhere. There's not, right? There's no gators. Yeah, you could use your hands because that's fucked now.
Yeah.
Sorry. I hope your kids are not.
It's fucked.
Oh, and we went to Audubon Park, which was really nice. I think it's the rich people park. It's kind of like in the garden district where the mansions are, and it's like completely paved walk runway with like different lanes for bikers and walking people, and then it has like a huge
Is there any bar left?
pond. No, you could use a spoon or something.
No, on my hands.
Oh, sorry. Huge pond in the middle, and then there's a golf course in the middle of it too, isn't there? That Autobahn Park.
Yeah.
But we went there not thinking, wearing our sandals. That's another thing. Pack your shoes, because if you're like us and you're just gonna walk everywhere, which is an amazing way to see the city, and what I highly recommend, bring good shoes, obviously. I don't know why that day we wore flip flops, because we never did any other day. So then we hike around this park, and then it poured on us. So then we took refuge in a little gazebo with a homeless man for like an hour.
He had an iPhone.
He had an iPhone, but he was sleeping in the gazebo with his stuff. And yeah, it poured on us for like an hour, so we were just sort of stranded there, just hiding because it was like downpour. And yeah, but it was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful park, and that's where the zoo is too. So if you want to go see the zoo there or whatever, you can do that too. I think that's the majority of our adventures there. Tons of hiking around, like, and if you love like they play more than jazz. There's a country bar. It's pretty lame because I don't like country, but there was a topless girl on a mechanical bull if you're into that. Oh, that's where John got molested. There was like, this lady was selling shots by molesting men. Because she was she my height? Maybe taller.
Around your height.
She was fairly round though, with some large knockers on her. And like, shoved John's face in them, and then did she grab your balls?
No, I wouldn't shove my face in her
Or he
face.
wouldn't, so she grabbed him so that he would, because her shots were there. Weren't her shots there? Or she had them in her boobs? She had those like test tube shots.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really remember.
But he was molested until he took the shot. And then when you take the shot, you gotta pay for the shot. So that's, I guess, how you do
How
it.
to make money.
She's making money that night. What was that bar called?
I don't know. Is that
Bourbon Cowboy. That was the Bourbon Cowboy. Where else did we go down there? On Bourbon Street.
restaurants?
Yeah.
Bars?
We ate at a patio one, which is really cool. And it really starts, like, we were there for, what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
You peed in one of the...
I peed in the oldest gay bar in New Orleans. A tour went by, and John walks out of the bar, and then this guy's like, "That's the oldest gay bar," and it's just John standing there. I was like, haha. It's pretty funny.
Anyway.
But then, what else was I going to say? Oh, what are we doing with this now? There was something else I was going to say that we did there. Okay, now it just has to split in half for 2 pizzas or keep for 1 large. Now we have to cover it and let it rise for 20 minutes.
Just sitting there?
Yeah, it has
All
to has to proof, has to rise. That's the end of our show, I guess, guys. Because I don't think you want us to do this for 20 more minutes and then while we cook it. But anyway, is there anything else about NOLA that we want to share?
It was good. I recommend it.
Bring a lot of money. Eat as much food as you can because it's all good. And like, talk to locals. They're so friendly. Like, talk to them about where to go because we got a lot of recommendations from like Uber drivers.
Got a lot of really good Uber drivers.
Yeah, we had a lot of good like Lyft and Uber drivers there. We had beignets at Cafe Du Monde, which you want to go to. When was the downtime that we went there? The lineup in there is like,
Stupid.
like it was like 100 people long. No, 200 people long. Like, it was so long. It wrapped around the building and out onto the street and like. But we got there was like 5 people in line. I don't remember when we went though. Fuck, we're useless.
I don't know.
It was such a good time though because we didn't have to wait. It was lunchtime though, but I think it was one of the weekdays, like Wednesday or Thursday-ish. That's when I recommend. Don't go on a week. Like, if you go to Cafe Du Monde on a Saturday or Sunday, you're fucked. You're gonna be waiting in line for like.
Yeah, I think it was a Sunday when we went that second time.
Yeah. So don't do that. What else? There's so many tours and things to do.
Drink some local beers.
Drink the local beers, they're good. Yeah, we had those pecan ones and stuff. Pecan, sorry. Oysters there, delicious. Shrimp, so good. And it's also much cheaper because it's, at least the shrimp was, because it's, I mean, seafood right there. They don't have to ship it across into the middle of the country. What else? Last minute things. What else did we do? I just remember a lot of walking and sightseeing, and it was great though. So I mean, bring good shoes.
Yeah.
You're gonna sweat a lot, so bring like very breathy, light clothing. I don't know. Don't buy all the voodoo crap because it's false. That's what I learned from the voodoo tour. Anything that's like a voodoo doll or voodoo magic stuff, don't buy it because it's a ripoff. And a lot of times they take a stick from the bayou and put some Spanish moss on it and they call it a freaking like voodoo doll. So, and they charge you $25, so don't buy that shit. That's what our tour guide told us. What else? I don't know. It's fantastic. It's like any city. That's what I'm gonna say. We drove through Winnipeg the other day and I was like, I would never walk down this fucking street. You see those people? And people are like, we could never go to New Orleans. It's scary. Like, that's bullshit, guys. Don't go down sketchy back alleys by yourself. Don't go under that big freeway bridge where all the tent city is, and you'll be fine. I think.
Use your brain.
And if guys start walking up to you and they look a little homeless and they got a bunch of beads, beads are everywhere. You can get them anywhere and everywhere for free, like off the road. Don't let them put them around your neck because then they want money for doing that. So don't let them do that either. But I think that's our experience. So hopefully that helps. And I'll put we're supposed to cover this. With plastic. This is our dough. I'll let you know how our pizza turns out. It's gonna have shrimp and garden tomatoes and mushrooms. So we will post a picture, give you the deets. Check you guys later.